Good things are always happening when I'm joined in the leadoff spot by my co-executive producer and managing editor of Liquid Lunch TV, Frank Morano, joins me again as usual. Frankie, good morning, good afternoon.
Hello there, John. How are you doing?
Today?
I'm doing great.
Could always be a lot worse. We're still on air after 3 weeks strong, and even though I let you fill in, they didn't cancel us.
Exactly. I was looking for a little bit of feedback from our CEO and founder, Chris Ruddy. I'm wondering why we hadn't been getting it. And then last night I learned, because he was in his white bow tie, appearing with Chris Cuomo. Here is Newsmax CEO Chris Ruddy last night on a rival network, CNN. Give me a break. The home of fake news. Here's Chris Ruddy.
I can just tell you the high point of the night was I walk in and say hello to Her Majesty, and then the president's right there with Melania, and he said to Melania how much he enjoyed me on your show, Chris, the other night. Melania said she loved it. And then I said, well, Chris just asked me to go on a show tonight. And the president said, I want you on that show. Go on that show. It would be great if you go on.
Wow.
So, but I was planning to come on, but he endorsed me going on the show. I wouldn't say that's necessarily an endorsement of your show.
So that's our fearless leader. Last week he was in the Oval Office, and this week he's over in the UK with the president at the state dinner, meeting the Queen, and in the middle of that, he rushes out of the dinner to go over and talk to Chris Cuomo, and apparently, Frankie, at the urging of the president.
Well,
Get on there.
I thought it was so great that Chris said that, and that the president urged him to go on CNN, because I think it's a very important lesson, right? It's easy to go and talk to people that you think are going to agree with you. It's easy for Republicans and Trump supporters to go on the Fox News channel or Newsmax because they're viewed editorially as sort of right-leaning. But it really takes a lot of gumption and some cojones for the Republicans and conservatives to go on MSNBC and CNN and talk to the New York Times, because ultimately those are the folks that you need to convince. And I thought it was the height of hypocrisy for your friend, the missing in action Mayor Bill de Blasio, to denounce Fox News and then beg Fox News for a town hall style meeting featuring him. He's begging for anyone to take him seriously, even if it's people that he's demonized. I'll be eager to see how soon it is until Mr. Mayor de Blasio asks for a Newsmax town hall meeting.
Did you use the term cojones?
I may have, yes.
You did?
Yeah, well, it's...
Well, let's ring the bell on that.
Thank you.
Because that's an Italian term for chutzpah, for those of you who don't know. But I think our fearless leader, Chris Ruddy, is doing one heck of a job. He's in the inside circle of the president. He's in the Oval Office. Now he's at a state dinner. And when you say he has cojones, it takes a special type of guy to go up against CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and that's what we're doing right here on Newsmax. And he's out there working the big parties, and we're over here working the day shift.
That's for sure.